So ultimately, what is it that you would like to do here in Roosevelt Island?
It's always first step one, then step two. So where we are now is showing reliable technology working in the water. But what we're talking to Cornell about is the idea of creating a virtual power plant. And by that I mean is where you take all indigenous renewable sources that are talking to each other. So there could be solar and tidal, maybe some wind, some kind of bio. So in other words, using renewable sources, but each power plant, because it's intermittent in nature, are talking to one another. But by combining them, so in other words, marrying up clean tech with high tech, it creates a base load constant power between all of them. And then you connect that base load, the virtual power plant, to a microgrid. And so the idea is that Roosevelt Island will become its own sustainable community, completely off-grid. And that's where the world is moving. The whole world is moving in that direction, to decentralized grid, power off-grid. And Roosevelt Island could become an example of a community for the whole world. And interestingly, technically right from the United Nations.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens is these integrated systems and technologies, all of that could be manufactured here in the United States, job creation, that's being exported to developing countries. But Roosevelt Island is an example of what other communities and neighborhoods can be doing around the world.
So Cornell is talking about putting is it geothermal power on their campus, and the Octagon has a hydrogen fuel cell. We have water turbine power here, and somehow you'll be able to combine them all into one grid.
Yeah, so the idea is putting them all together into literally a virtual power plant. And all that really means is all the different power sources are talking to each other. And they're doing it through a microgrid and eventually a smart grid. What a wonderful showcase there, Roosevelt Island. Yeah. It would be pretty cool.